You adjusted the pleats on your skirt as you walked down the hall of classrooms, slightly nervous of your first day of being a UA student. This had been your dream for so long, but actually being here made you feel undeserving. What had you really done to deserve this amazing opportunity? You stopped in your tracks as your eyes met the class sign above you, 1A. You turned yourself towards the massive door, its dark hue making you shrink with each second you stood in front of it. With a loud swallow, you latched onto the handle and forced open the door. Upon entering, a small number of people in the room immediately caught your attention. There was a floofy purple-haired boy who was staring at you with a creepy smile. A rather tall fellow with 6 arms, a surprisingly curvaceous young woman, and a stiff man with a determined look that was covered by a pair of large, half-rimmed glasses. You quickly averted your eyes from their stares and chose a desk that was apart from everyone else's. Social interaction wasn't exactly your front. Just then, you heard a chair violently screech across the floor, then a series of intense footsteps that seemed to be headed in your direction. Scratch that, they were headed into your direction. You kept your eyes glued to the surface of your desk as the figures seemed to finally stop in front of you. Your lips pursed tightly until you could feel the rapid pace of your heart on them. Heavy droplets of sweat appeared almost instantly on your brow as you felt the individual's intense glare on you. Damn it, why did it have to be me? With great hesitation, you creaked your head up, though your eyes not quite doing the same. Finally, though, your eyes snapped up and met with the eyes of the one who was going to end your sorry life. The young man's blue eyes were hidden behind his somewhat nerdy lenses, his dark indigo hair brushed into a perfect set of bangs, while his cheeks puffed out a bit, as if he were holding his breath. For some reason, his childlike expression calmed you down, your body releasing its wound-up tension. After a few awkward seconds of staring, your voice lifted out of your throat. Hello, my name is Iida Tenya. The boy extended his hand almost directly in your face. It's nice to meet you. His brows furrowed as he held his hand stiff out to you. Your hand reluctantly reached up and grasped his. And I'm Listener. A faint smile appeared on his lips as he gave your hand a firm shake. I'll be looking forward to working with you in the future, Listener. Your lashes blinked and you felt unexpected burn on your cheeks. Somehow, he looked totally different now that you were actually getting a good look at him. His glasses weren't nerdy at all. In fact, they were quite fitting for his handsomely squared face. They made him look like an attractive scholar, responsible and independent, yet a bit rambunctious and fiery. Not only that, you could tell he was quite toned under that gray uniform of his. The front of his uniform tightened as his chest rose from his breathing. Your heart started to pace, but not out of fear this time. You nodded and quickly disconnected your hands, averting your eyes from his. You watched him walk away out of the corner of your eye, his stiff posture making you smile gently. You stared down at the hand that has touched his warmth still lingering like a pleasant aftertaste. So his name's Iida. Iida's quirk was reliable and strong. You couldn't help but stare as he completed his trials. His athletic uniform stretching tightly over the toned body you had previously imagined. You felt guilty for ogling, but he looked really good in it. Listener, you're up. Your dry-eyed teacher said, snapping you out of your thoughts. The meter run. Thankfully, your quirk was useful enough to get you past the finish with a decent time, but it wasn't as amazing as Iida's. Once everything was over, everyone gathered by the dreary-eyed teacher. Everyone's nerves were of course on edge since Aizawa had vowed to send the person in last place home. You didn't know why you got your hopes up, 12th was your place. Not excelling, but not failing either. Just average. As usual. You sighed and turned around to leave for the day when something hard bumped into you. Really, you bumped into it. Listener. You looked up and instantly blushed. Iida. You gave him a hard nod. Good work out there today. Oh. Your blush faded and the corners of your lips drooped. Thanks, you said, brushing past him. Iida quickly noticed the slump in your posture and stomped up to you, blocking your path. What's wrong, listener? Are you not satisfied with your score? You couldn't bear to look up at him again, your shame making your shoulders feel heavy. I'm always so ordinary. You gripped the fabric of your shorts. I blend in so well that no one ever notices me. It's been like that ever since I was little. I'm just average. You felt stupid for dumping all your teen angst on Iida. He was always so determined. He didn't deserve this negative energy. Suddenly, you felt Iida grasp your shoulders, a little too tightly actually. You're wrong, listener. You gasped a little at his exclamation and snapped your gaze up to him. No average kid gets into UA. You're here because you aren't average. He paused to catch his breath before exclaiming, You're special! You stood there frozen, his last statement replaying in your mind like a sweet broken record. You dipped your head again and smiled, a wide, brimming smile that made your whole body tingle with joy. You had never been told anything like that before, not even by your own parents. Hearing it said so confidently from Iida made it seem like it was actually true. Thank you, Iida, you said shyly, meeting his eyes with a blush. That means a lot. Iida released you, his vice-like grip, and you stared at him with an innocent smile. The boy scratched the back of his head, his cheeks turning a pale pink. It's no problem. You chuckled at the reserved, not exuberant tone in his voice. Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow? Iida stiffened, his posture once again, planting his arms at his sides. Of course, I'd never skip class. You smirked and walked past him, giving a small wave as you did. He gave a strict salute, but he let his body relax a bit as you turned around, a soft smile appearing on his lips. Listener. Whoa, did you see that? Iida just relaxed. What? No way. Aw, come on. You gotta believe me. I just saw him. You clutched the straps of your backpack, your chest pounding as loud as thunder. Never skipped class, huh? You looked up at the beautiful sky, with more hope than ever before. I'm glad. That day you walked home with the reassured confidence of a lion in his jungle. The cool breeze invigorating your senses, while the sounds of the town excited your soul like a crowd of cheering fans. You furrowed your brows in determination, your walk turning into a run as you proceeded down the sidewalk, a wide grin spreading on your cheeks. You were going to become a hero, and you were going to do it right along Iida's side.